Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD with Mods Season 2. This is episode 32. In episode 31, for those of you who either haven't seen the episode or haven't even seen the name of the episode, you will probably notice our enormous debt iceberg has been chipped down to nothing more than a few ice chips, and we've tossed them in our drinks and have consumed them. There is no more debt. We are good. So I'm actually going to probably never even open this finance screen all that often, if at all, because we no longer need it. And since we are now financially stable, we can now start expanding into some of our missions, and the one that jumps out at me right away, as one I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't do, was this passenger one to Liversay. So that's what we're going to start with today. So first let's find where its nearest neighbor is. There's Resning Hill up there. So no, we're really close. Genton over here. Stanton down here is probably the biggest one. Okay, that'll do. So it looks to me, just eyeballing the distance, Genton's probably the closest one, although this one's pretty close as well. And this one's bigger, so we're going to take a trip down here to Stanton and connect it up to Liversay. The only thing I haven't decided yet is whether I'm going to do this by road or by streetcar. Doesn't make a huge difference. So I think I'm going to do it by streetcar, just because I like those. And that's all the reason I need. Anyway, so let's go ahead and plunk a station down in here somewhere where we get decent coverage. That looks pretty good. And down here in Stanton, somewhere where we can get decent coverage. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And it looks like actually Stanton has a bank right there. Does this city have a bank? It does. Oh, that's fantastic. So even though there's no actual mission for it, I'm going to add to these stations. Then we're going to do valuables as well as freight. Just because we can. So we're going to use the control click method to connect these two stations so they count as a single entity. And down here somewhere, we're going to do the same with Stanton. Perfect. Next, we need to connect the actual stations. Just run that up that way. Quite a ways. Okay. And zoom, 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 all the way over there. Awesome. Down here. Looks like this is not quite ideal, but that's okay. So that's fine. So we'll just go kind of follow the road. We'll just follow the road here. Yeah, that'll work. I still have to remember to come back and make a little spot for the vehicles to turn around after they go through the station, but that's not a problem. Oops. We gotta put the speed on a little bit and get a little bit more money. We're debt-free, but we don't have a ton of cash on hand. But at least we are making good money, so that's just about as good, right? There we go. So that's the main route complete. Now let's get some spots for turnarounds. I guess the easiest thing to do, I guess, would be just to continue this one out and just follow the actual city. I could probably find a cheaper way to do this, but I think this will make the most sense in terms of logistics. If I just connect all that up, so now they can just come in and do the loop. And down here in Stanton, we'll probably try and do something similar. Apparently one of our AIs just crapped out. Okay. I'm not overly worried about it at this point, because I don't really have the mental capacity to deal with that at the moment. I am a little bit tired today, as you may be able to hear in my voice. Did not sleep all that particularly well, so there we go. I'm kind of running on autopilot at this point, to be honest. But anyway, so this gives us a little turnaround loop. And we can pause the game again here. Let's get a... Oh, we need a depot. We can put that in... Oh, let's put it in down here somewhere. That'll do. And let's create our route. So these will be passengers and valuables, and I think we can do mail too while we're at it. Might as well, as long as both sides support those. Not the bank itself, and try and get the station. Yep, passengers, mail, and valuables. They do goods as well, but I'm not going to do those, because we don't really have a spot for those. That's okay. So we're going to want passenger traffic, and I think we're going to use the Carter. We also want mail. That's pretty tempting. This one goes faster but doesn't hold as much. We'll go with steam. That's fine. And we also want valuables. Oh, there's no streetcar for valuables. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we'll come back to valuables after. I'm going to have to build some actual road bits, but for now, we'll just go with what we have. So this is... I've forgotten the name of this place. Livesey. Livesey to Stanton. Oh, it was right there. Silly me. Did I spell that right? Stanton. Yes. And that's passengers. And this one is Livesey to Stanton. Mail. Awesome. Okay. So the route here will be from, because we're going to have multiple things, like multiple different types of vehicles coming in here, I'm not going to full load these. So the first trip will be obviously non-profitable, but it'll mean also a lot less congestion, so that will be good. And on this side, we'll do the exact same thing. It's a shame we can't clone vehicles to a different class while still keeping their actual route, because that would be a lot easier in this case, but that's okay. This is a pretty simple route anyway, so not a problem. Now let's clone a couple of each of these. Mostly the passenger ones, because I'm assuming we'll have a lot more passenger traffic than mail traffic, but who knows. We'll let a bunch of those go. And we'll let them get on their way while I decide what to do about the valuables. I'm going to have to build a road. I'm just trying to decide if I want to put it on the exact same square so they're actually truly our streetcars, or a separate road just so there's less congestion. So I'm a little torn on that, but I think I'm going to do, even though it's less efficient, I think just for aesthetic value, I am going to build the road right on the track. That way, officially, these are truly streetcars and not just this weird track out in the middle of nowhere. So yes, it's less efficient, but it makes more sense to me, and sometimes that's the most important part. So that is what we're going to do. And obviously once we get to the city, there'll already be road there, so we don't have to worry about that. We will need a road depot, and that may as well be over here, near the streetcar depot. Well, put it right there, that'll do. And now we can add some valuables. 26, I'm pretty sure that's the same speed that our steam engines go, but let me just verify that. We did Carter's, which is 26, and an Atwell, which is, okay, good. So 26 is the right speed, so we won't have to worry about cars being stuck behind slower cars. That's good. So we will do that. Oops, no, this is for valuables. I'm in the wrong depot. Let me just start fresh here. There we go. Okay, valuables. 26. Perfect. Done. Oh, that was more complex than it needed to be. Anyway. Just noticing the frame rate has tanked. Sorry about that. If the video quality got very choppy there for a moment. I'll just put the speed down, and that should let my CPU catch up. There must be a update or something going on in the background that I'm not seeing, but anyway. So I apologize for that. I don't know how long it was doing that. I just noticed it just now, so sadly it may have been doing that for quite some time. I am sorry for that. Alright, so down here to Stanton. That's fine. And let's clone a couple couple of them. Maybe, yeah, we'll do 5 of them. That's probably more than we really need, but that's okay. That's okay. I should actually be watching. I want to make sure that they're actually getting to these stations. Passengers and mail both active, so they must be. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any breaks in the line anywhere, just in case. I'm quite sure these ones are fine. Yep. So now we're just waiting for some of those valuables to make their way over. I must have a break in the road there. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, there we go. Yeah, they'd be just going back and forth, and soon I would have got a pop-up about them being lost, but I happened to notice it first, so we can fix it. There we go. Now they're getting in there. They'll activate. There'll be nothing to do for the first couple, but that's fine. Okay, so that loop there is totally fine. We'll do at least some pickups, and then they're on their way. Awesome. Because these things are so much smaller than these, they look like they're going faster, even though they're going the exact same speed. It's kind of a neat little visual illusion there. So that's neat, and I can see I've got another problem with the road. Sorry about that, guys. It's just so hard to tell. Maybe I should have, when I was creating the map originally, maybe I should have set it to have almost no trees or something. Or maybe there's an option somewhere where I can lower the trees or make them translucent or something. I'm not sure. I've never seen that option, but there might be. I really can't see the roads here, so I can't tell if stuff's broken without watching the vehicles try and go through it and fail. That's really my way of figuring out if there's a problem, which is really not ideal, but yeah, now they're complaining that they're lost because they've not found a path yet. So I'm going to ignore that because I fixed the one problem. Now we have to see if there's any more along the way somewhere by our brave pioneers here. So far it's looking pretty good. No, it is not. There we go. Yeah, all the horses turned around, so we'll have to wait for them to go all the way back, up and back. Clearly the streetcar route I put down was fine. So I think I've got it all sorted now, I think. I'll have to wait for a horse to come back to be sure. First they're going to go all the way back to the depot to turn around again, and then they'll start complaining about being lost again. But that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Okay, here comes our first contestant. It's one of the ones that never got a chance to pick up anything, but that's fine. Alright, sir, we're all watching you. We want to see if you actually will make it to the station. Yeah, the CPU seems to be really struggling today. I'm not sure why. So it may not be able to go at full speed for the whole time, but I'll try and keep an eye on it. Yeah, the frame rate really is tanking. Not sure what it's doing, but I'll try and sort that out between episodes. It might just be an update that's going through in the background, like some kind of download or something. But I'm not sure. But so far, this trip is looking pretty good. I think we have solved that route. Yep, looks like it's going to get in now. Awesome. Okay. So that route is now good to go and should start. That just activated that station. So now future generations here will actually be allowed to pick up valuables. So they're going there. Oh, I should add the road there so they're turning around in a more sane manner. We can do that, no problem. It's not a huge deal, but again, it's more for an aesthetics appeal than anything else. Because that's important. Things have to look good in addition to working well. But now future ones coming through will actually come and turn around this loop rather than coming up here and turning at that little intersection that doesn't connect anywhere. Strange city design sometimes, but that's okay. That's okay. Yep, we're doing well here now. Oh yeah, plenty. There's actually a fair bit of mail, surprisingly. Usually mail there's hardly any of. But I guess this is a very popular city amongst letter writers, I guess. Yeah, that seems a little more sane. Probably I'll add a few more passenger trucks and maybe even a couple more mail trucks, but for now we'll go with that. I don't think we'll need too many more valuables, but we could probably squeeze a couple more in. Wouldn't be a big deal. And anyway. Oh, hang on a second. I just saw that say a new coal mine near Old Treedner, and we have a mission for Old Coal to Old Treedner. So this could actually work out really well for us. So somewhere near here is a new coal mine being built. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, that's very near. Excellent. Well, I was originally going to wait until... Oh, look at that production. Yeah, we can do this. I was originally going to wait until we had trains to do some of these non-passenger mail valuables types, but I think in this case, we can absolutely do this. Because that production is fantastic. Now, where are the two of them compared to each other? Where's the power plant? Relative to the city. Okay, so it's to the west of the city, and where's the coal mine relative to the city? To the southeast, apparently. Okay, that's not too bad. So we'll do some road construction here. This will be trucks, for sure. And this, we just need to make sure it says accepts coal, which it does. Fantastic. And on this side, come here, thank you. Again, we just need to make sure it says that it supplies coal. I'm trying to get it as far away as possible just to shorten the actual route while it's making sure it still said supplies coal. That's really the important part. And now we just need to connect the two of them up. It's an almost straight shot, not quite, but it's very close. So we can go just like this. And from the other side, we can start out here and come out this way. And then somewhere along the way, we'll have to turn upwards, but that's no problem. So this will be a fine route. Oh, I overshot a little bit. That's fine. We'll make it look good by making that where the depot lives. Perfect. It's the best way to hide your mistakes. Make them look deliberate. Anyway, so these will be for coal. Which one do we want? Speed's a little bit poor, so I think we're just going to stick to horses for this one. Even though these can carry more, that speed is just not really keeping up. Although maybe that's good, because that'll mean it hits the station less often. Because I still do have that theory about how many times that the station gets hit for them as affecting how well it, like how soon it gets shut down. So I'm going to try this and see if that is in fact the case. By having vehicles with more capacity but shows up less often. Not sure if my theory is right or not, but we'll try it. Oh, and I should make sure to full load this one. So we're going to go from the depot to the coal mine to the power plant, and we are going to full load there. Excellent. And we're going to clone maybe just a couple of these. I don't want too many because I don't want to completely drain the coal away. But we do have to haul quite a bit of it, so we'll start with 3. I'm not sure if that's enough, but we'll start with 3. And let's watch them get going. Whoa, I tanked down to 4 frames per second there for a moment. That was terrible. Okay, so yeah, I definitely need to figure out what's going on there. So I'm going to put a cut in the episode here while I figure out what's happening with my CPU and why I can't record at full speed like I usually do. So until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.